Okay, so here's the mill. We've cleaned it out of all the nut mash that was in here. It's pretty much ran through one time, maybe 1.5 times. So here's our mash. So I'm going to take the mash and I'm going to use this. Set this guy down. And what we're going to do, put that right there in focus. Make sure we're still in focus. Okay, so we have this little piece of material, basic material, probably cotton. And so let's go ahead and grab some, put it in there. This is the fresh cotton. I'm going to get a little of this mash here. Put that right in there. And let's roll that up. Okay, just a little bit like that. Like that. So, let's see what happens here. And there is our first oil. See that on camera? Yeah, let me get around the camera here. Just make sure we're still in focus. That's pouring oil. Okay, so I'm going to get back into position. Okay, and that's still pretty oily, obviously. And again, you're only going to get so much out by hand, and if you create a little press, it'll be better, or you'll get more. And so here's the dry nut. So let's go ahead and take the dry nut, which could have been actually squeezed for a little more, and we'll just put it in the bowl over here. And that was just a little handful. Clean that out. Okay. Let's take a look at the oil we have here. So from that one little handful, we have quite a bit of oil here. Okay, so we'll put that right back about there. And we'll grab a little more and do it one more time. This time I'm going to put more in it so we get a better view. So let's take some of this, put it right here. There we go. Oops. Do our best and try not to drop too much nut into the oil. Okay, so there we go. Let's roll that up. Make sure it's closed at the top here. Okay, got a nice hold on it. Let's, oh yeah. You can see that streaming, but that's streaming. Next time we'll have better light. Maybe I could turn so you can see it better. That's a lot of oil. We'll just keep turning on that. We have a much better handhold on it too. The first amount that was in the wrap wasn't enough to really grab and twist, so we weren't real efficient on the first batch. We might just put the first batch through again, but let's finish this first and we'll discuss that later. Okay, definitely the hands will get a workout, but it's okay. We're here to do this tribally right now and just see what we can get by hand. Nut looks kind of dry, very good. And yet there's still a lot of real viable oils left in that. Okay, we'll set that down. Again, let's look at the oil we just got. Bring that up to the camera. That is a huge, huge amount of oil. Well, huge as huge does. So we're going to go ahead and measure that when we're done. I'm going to go ahead and take the rest of this, twist it into here, and we'll be back. Okay, so here we are. I've cleaned up some of the tools. Here's the grinder, all the pieces. Those are all zinned up. And so we have the nut mash that we've already pressed by hand. The material we used, the bowl. Here's the oil. Let's move this one out of the way. Let's take the measuring glass and we'll go ahead and pour this into here. That's our oil. There it is. Yes, I have a spatula. No, it's not handy. So here we are with the thumb. Okay, so let's take a look at this glass. Wow. That is literally 1/2 glass, 4 ounces of almond oil from 1 pound. Now that'll clarify. That will, by tomorrow morning, you'll see a little dark line here, and it'll start to get lighter, and by the next day this will be golden. And so that will look something like this sunflower oil after it's clarified. See the line in the bottom of the sunflower oil? That little thin line right there, that's the sediment. See if we can find the spot on the bottle here where you can see it. There we go. And so that's the oil from some sunflower from the other day. I don't want to stir it up too much, but at least you could see it. And so here's our oil. Literally 1/2 glass from 1 pound. So that 1/2 glass of oil, that 4 ounces, a little bit more than 4 ounces. Let me check it out on a level surface. Yeah, that's just a little bit more than 1/2 glass, 4 ounces from 1 pound. So that was about, who knows, 8 1/4 organic almonds. And so from 8 1/4 we have a 1/2 glass of oil. That is very amazing in my book. Okay, so everybody knows how to make it now, and you can hand press it at home. This is one type of grinder, or we could use the other mill that I showed you in the beginning, the Corona. And so hand pressing sprouted almond oils by hand. Okay, here's our final product. We have about 4 ounces of almond oil on the left and the pressed cake on the right. What you see on the lid here, I use breathable covers on the bottle sometimes. The the almond oil, I put the lid on. So beautiful 4 ounces of organic almond oil, hand pressed, and basically only a half an hour's time. Good night.